How is everyone? Today, I'd like to make a prediction, and I hope I'm right. I want to look back in 10 years' time, and I hope we've all made a lot of money. Today is the 26th of September 2018, and by all the advice I'm given, this is not advice, first of all. So it's only more of a prediction. So this is not financial advice. Don't go investing, don't do anything, but I'm not going to bore you. Here it is. I was looking up, right? The market cap of Bitcoin at the moment is 100 billion. So there's roughly 90 trillion, between 40 and 90 trillion US dollars in the world. So what I'm thinking is, I really feel Bitcoin is going to take over the world. And the reason is, well, not even Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies in general, because for us as a business doing transfers overseas or even at local companies, we're constantly paying 3% fees or 3.5% fees, and the same as you are every day when you go to your ATM, your bank machine taking out money. And I feel this is as soon as the crypto comes in, the ATMs come in, people start getting used to it. They don't start paying fees. Large corporations like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, they're not paying 3% fees on all their money they're receiving off clients and customers. So I think it's going to come in pretty quick, faster than what we think. So here's my little bit of advice and a little bit of a little bit of prediction. So if it's at 100 billion, so I'm going to open up a calculator here. So the price of it today is 6,400 US dollars per coin. So I'm going to make three predictions. One prediction is that my first prediction is that it's going to be a $15 trillion market cap in 10 years' time. In 7 years' time, I predict it is going to be a $10 trillion market cap. And in 4 years' time, I predict we're going to be at a $5 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. So the current price is 6,400, and that's for 100 billion. So there's 1,000 billion in a trillion. So if we multiply this by 10, that should give us 1 trillion. So multiply by 10. That's 1 trillion. So when it goes to $1 trillion market cap, the price of Bitcoin will be 64,000 per coin. So I predict in the next 4 years, we're going to get a $5 trillion market cap. So I'll move this, multiply by 5. So my prediction is a Bitcoin will be 320,000 US dollars in 4 years from now. And then I predict in 7 years from now, I'm going to divide that back by 5. I'll do it again. So $64,000 per coin for us, roughly a $1 trillion market cap. So then I roughly think it's going to be in 7 years from now, we're going to be at a $10 trillion market cap. So multiply this by 10. 1 second. Multiply by 10. So my prediction is in 7 years' time, Bitcoin will be $640,000 per coin, which it seems like a lot now because it's only $6,000 coin. It has to go up by 100 times. Yeah, I'm not sure there's many things that go up by 100 times in value, not 100%, 100 times. But my final prediction is in 10 years' time, we're looking at a $15 trillion market cap. So I'll go back to the $64,000. I'll show you how I got to 64,000 as well, by the way, sorry. So if a current coin is $6,400, and that's at a market cap of 100 billion, so we're going to multiply it by 10. That's going to give us the price of a coin if the market cap goes to $1 trillion. So I predict we'll go to $15 trillion in 10 years' time. So we're going to multiply this number. I predict actually probably $15.5 trillion. And that's exactly 0.5 So a Bitcoin will be nearly worth $1 million per coin. And I think for a lot of people out there that are struggling at the moment, they've got lots of bills, rents, mortgages, and some people are living in poverty, etc. Once again, this is not financial advice, but I think if you're able to afford to put $1,000 in now within the next couple of months or so, or even slowly keep putting $10 in, etc. here and there, if you're to put $1,000 in now, and if my prediction was right, so we'll multiply that by 10 to get the $1 trillion market cap, and now we'll multiply that by 15.5 to get my $15.5 trillion market cap. So 15.5. There you go. I predict if you put $1,000 in it now, you will get $155,000 in return, and I think it's it's a pretty good prediction, and I think a lot of people could do an extra 155,000 and pay off a lot of bills, etc. And if people can afford it, I reckon you should. Yeah, this is not financial advice, but if it was me personally, I'd be putting probably 3 to 4% of my wages every week into Bitcoin. So if you're on, I don't know, $40,000 a year, so we'll divide by 100, multiply by, put in probably 3% of your wages, $1,200 per year for, I don't think you'll notice it go missing. So see how you go. I'll go back here for 1 second. And I've got one more one you should have a look at is Ripple. I just sincerely think this is the real deal. The transactions are so fast, and they brought out Ripple X, which is coming out next month. Even you can see it yourself in the last 24 hours is up 15%. I reckon if you can put $500 into Ripple. So I reckon for a total investment of $1,500, you would be a very rich person in 10 years' time. And I hope you're right, and I hope you all make lots of money. Thank you very much.